congratulations on the series.
Thank you, man.
How much fun was it to go to work every day with this ensemble? Because it seemed like you were having fun, but you also were linked to this material, and it was so much fun to go to work every day to work on it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a thrill for me. You want to work with people that you can challenge yourself against and that you look up to and that hopefully you can learn from. And I was surrounded by people that I could do that with on this job, and not more so than Hugo, to be quite frank. I was really keen to work with him, and that was a real opportunity. And then to go to work with such incredible actors across the board, even if you're not in a scene with them, just to have their energy there, just to be in that collective was a real thrill, and an opportunity that I'm feel very fortunate to have had.
Yeah, and also, I mean, the lure of a Western is always quite big. How much fun is it to step back in time and do that? Because, from Clint Eastwood, loads of people that have done it over the years.
Clint, know him, do you?
yeah, of course, Clint, yeah.
No, listen, the truth is, when I was growing up, I didn't watch a ton of movies, so I kind of fell into watching movies quite late, and I felt like the Western genre was the genre I kind of overlooked is not fair. It wasn't an active choice. It just hadn't seemed to it wasn't something that had really sunk into me. So I was really excited to go and kind of discover the genre from the inside out almost. And that was incredible. That was a real, there's so much. I think what you get in a Western, and everyone gets their different thrills out of it, and there's obviously the archetypal things that people look for. But for me, it was the power of nature within it. Like the landscape becomes a character, and the stillness and the quiet and the introspection in this kind of very elevated genre. I just thought it just lent itself to just incredible drama, and as an actor, that's incredibly freeing. Because stillness doesn't feel wasted, and actually there's a great power in that because nature gives you that. So no, it was wicked. I loved it, and to take something as wonderfully complex and finely tuned as Hugo's writing and try and bring that to life is just incredible. It's the kind of stuff you dream of, really, as an actor, to really get your teeth into something that's fantastic and hopefully people like.
Yeah, I mean, television and streaming is thriving at the minute, and there's so many great opportunities now for filmmakers to step into TV, to tell richer stories over a long period of time. What's the advantages for you as an actor to be able to step into a role but have a bit more time with them and to learn a bit more about them as you go?
Yeah, well, I guess you can. If you know the end result, if you know where the story's going, you can take your time. You can drop little hints and little kind of markers along the way, a bit like Hansel and Gretel, I guess. That eventually those little crumbs will add up to the full picture and hopefully pay off. And that's exciting, and it's exciting as an actor to be able to do that. And it's exciting to take an audience down a route where they think they're comfortable and then turn it and challenge people's ideas of who that character may be or what the story may be. And that is something Hugo does naturally and does so well anyway. So to be able to spend time with this and spend time with you in Hugo's world and really eke that out was wicked, man. I loved it.
Fantastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.